Good morning, student. The main purpose of my making this video is to alleviate your anxiety regarding the course and syllabus of Standard 9. My dear student, first I would like to tell you one thing is that the syllabus has been homogeneous for last 2 years. There is no any changes has been made so far for last 2 years. First, before watching my video, I request everybody to take one pen or pencil with a paper, and what I am telling you will write. This is the important part of your syllabus which I am going to tell you. First, as far as your English syllabus is concerned, so that is divided into three parts. The first is reading section, the second is grammar and writing, and the third is your literature. So let me start from reading section. In reading, uh, I'm also telling for your examination points of view. In reading section, that will be section A, that will carry 20 marks. In 20 marks, two types of passages will be given. One will be long passage, which will carry 12 marks, and the second will be the short type of you can say regarding poem or a story, that will carry 8 marks. Including all 12 and 8, it comes 20. Let's go to the second part, that is B section. In B section, that is writing and grammar. That will be so important because what you will study in 9th standard, the same thing you have to study in 10th standard. Only a little bit changes will be done. So you must be careful on that. The syllabus are confining, but a student take it as a burden, so they are not able to do better. But I ensure you that I will enable to do better. So as far as your section B is concerned, so in section B, first let me start from your grammar. 4 and 5 parts are there in grammar. The first is error. What is error? I will tell you. Jumbled, omissions, gap filling, and sentence transformation. These are the parts which come in grammar in 9th standard as well as in 10th standard. So first, let me tell you about error. Sentences will be given in your question paper. How? Listen. Suppose if I am telling, because many students are confused in error and omission, and they make mistake. After knowing, they again make mistake in their examination and they get fail. So to alleviate your tension, I am telling the differences between error and omissions. Suppose if I am telling you that write one sentence, yes, there is pen, full stop. My sentence is there is pen, full stop. So here one word is not given, that is a. It is not given. So that is called omissions. Clear? There is pen. I is missing. So that is called omissions. But if I give you one sentence, there is 4 students. There is 4 students. So is wrong here. On the place of is, we will use are. So this is called error. Clear? Next, jumbled. Jumbled means words will be given to you in different part, and by adding all words, you have to make a meaningful sentences. Clear? An example: saw you yesterday, I. These are the jumble words. If I make a meaningful, then I saw you yesterday. This type of question will be asked. Gap filling. One passage will be given, and four options will be given, and one will be your correct answer which you have to put. That will be your gap filling. Sentence transformation. This is the very important for standard 9 and 10. Student, but one thing you need to persist in your mind, that we are endorsing you to enhance your knowledge in English, but you will have also to try to learn more and more. Without your endorsing, it's not possible. The student, in sentence transformation, what will happen? You have studied about narration, so the same things come within sentence transformation, but you are in ninth standard. So the question will not be given to you to change from direct to indirect. That will not be given. That in sentence transformation, the method will be same. As you change from direct to indirect, the method will be same, but the question of asking way will be different. Understood? Clear? And how will it be given? I will send you PDF in this group. You will see. Come to the writing section. Story writing will be given to you. Diary entry, article writing, and letter to the editor. These are the parts of writing section. Next, the third part is your literature. In your literature, there are two books which you have to study. First is Beehive, and the second is Supplementary. Both books belong to NCERT, which you will easily get. Clear? So in Beehive or Supplementary, including both books, that will carry 30 marks. So in section A, 20 marks. In section B, grammar and writing, 30 marks, and literature, 30 marks. Including all marks, it becomes 80. And 20 marks, as you know, how will it be given? It depends on your discipline, it depends on your notebook, including all things. Most important thing which I am going to tell you, this is the secret, and don't tell anyone. Out of 20 marks, earlier CBSE told to give 18, 17 out of 20. But now that CBSE has permitted to the teachers that as you wish, you give them marks having seen their discipline. Clear? So you have to respect each person of our school, either that person is teaching or non-teaching staffs. If you show undisciplined or indisciplined way there, I assure you, out of 20, you will get 4 marks, 5 marks. Nobody can ask any question, even CBSE will not ask the question. So maintain that discipline. Very soon, I will upload my next video of your syllabus and course.